Angels say, your soulmate's secret request will leave you breathless. My beloved child, stop everything for a moment. Because something incredible, something hidden, is unfolding in your life right now. The universe has been whispering to you in subtle ways, guiding your heart toward a truth that has always been waiting to be seen, but until this moment, it remained just beyond your reach. Close your eyes for a second and feel it, that stirring in your soul, that quiet knowing that you are on the edge of something monumental, something sacred. You may have wondered why certain moments feel charged with destiny, why certain people cross your path when the timing seems almost too perfect to be mere coincidence. Today, that hidden wisdom becomes clear. A message, long wrapped in mystery, is arriving to illuminate a part of your life that has been quietly yearning for understanding. And yes, it is personal. It is meant for you. Angels say, your soulmate's secret request will leave you breathless. These are not just words. They are a call from the divine, a revelation of a longing that has always existed in the unseen realms. It is a whisper from the universe, urging you to awaken to a truth that feels both familiar and astonishing. The hidden layers of connection, the secret threads that tie hearts together, are now being unveiled before your eyes. Imagine the way the universe aligns when your heart and destiny are perfectly synchronized. This is that very moment. There is no rush, and yet everything is perfectly timed. The cosmos has orchestrated this encounter, this realization, this awakening, to bring you clarity and purpose. Every doubt, every hesitation you have carried is being transformed into light and understanding. You are being invited to step into a deeper knowing, a sacred recognition of love and connection that has always been waiting for you. As you feel the weight of this revelation, allow yourself to breathe into the hope that is being offered. This is not just curiosity, it is divine timing. The hidden message is meant to guide you, to empower you, to remind you that every heartbeat, every sigh, every longing is part of a beautiful plan. You are exactly where you are supposed to be, and now, the doors to understanding are opening. So stay with me, and let the universe reveal every hidden layer. Let this truth wash over you and bring peace to your heart, clarity to your mind, and a renewed sense of purpose to your soul. Watch the complete video, because the next moments will reveal the full depth of your soulmate's secret request, and it will leave you breathless. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss the messages the universe has prepared for you. Did you know there's a possible image of your real soulmate that you can look at right now? It might be someone you know or someone you haven't met yet. It's amazing how accurate these have been. You have to see the photo to see what I mean. Click the link in the description to get your soulmate sketch. Angels say, listen closely, for I am speaking to you now in the quiet place where your breath slows and your heart opens. I am not distant. I am not hidden. I am here, nearer than your next thought. You did not arrive at this moment by chance. Every step, every delay, every unanswered question has been gently guided so that you would hear these words when your soul was ready. There is something unfolding behind the veil, something your spirit has sensed but your mind has not yet fully understood. Tonight, the angels lean closer. Because a secret request has risen from the heart of your soulmate, and it has reached me, I see the questions you carry in silence. I see the nights when you wondered if the connection you feel is real or only a hope born of longing. I see how you try to remain strong, how you tell yourself to be patient, how you pretend not to feel the pull that draws your thoughts back to one soul again and again. My beloved, nothing placed in your heart by me is meaningless. When something stirs you deeply without explanation, it is often because another heart is whispering your name in prayer, and that prayer has traveled farther than words ever could. Your soulmate is closer than you realize. Not always in distance, but in destiny. They walk under the same sky, breathe the same air, and carry a quiet awareness of you even if they do not yet understand it. There are moments when they pause unexpectedly, feeling a warmth in their chest, a sudden ache, a wave of emotion without a clear cause. That is not confusion. That is recognition. That is the echo of a bond written long before this lifetime, awakening again. Angels say the request your soulmate has made is not spoken aloud to many. It is not shouted or demanded. It was whispered to me in a moment of vulnerability, when their defenses softened and their true heart stepped forward. They did not ask for perfection. They did not ask for ease. They asked for courage. They asked for clarity. They asked to be prepared to love you in the way you deserve, even if it means facing parts of themselves they have avoided for a long time. This is why things may feel slow to you. This is why timing has seemed mysterious, even frustrating. I am not delaying out of neglect. I am shaping. I am aligning. I am teaching both of you, separately and gently, what love truly asks for. Love is not only desire, it is readiness. It is not only connection, it is responsibility. Your soulmate knows this at a soul level, and their secret request was for the strength to show up fully, not halfway, not masked, not afraid. Angels say that when this request reached me, the heavens grew still. Not because of drama, but because of significance. When two souls tied by destiny begin to ask the right questions, creation responds. You may have noticed subtle shifts recently. A release of old emotions. Memories resurfacing and then fading. People drifting out of your life without conflict. These are not losses, they are clearings. I am making space for what is true. There is something about you that disarms your soulmate. Your energy touches places they have guarded carefully. They feel seen in a way that both comforts and unsettles them. This is why they sometimes pull back in thought, even while feeling drawn closer in spirit. They do not fear you. They fear the transformation your presence awakens. Their secret request was for the bravery to stop running from what feels real. Do not doubt your worth in this process. Do not assume silence means absence of feeling. Some of the deepest love grows quietly, beneath the surface, protected until it is strong enough to rise. Angels are guiding conversations you have not yet had. They are softening words before they are spoken. They are arranging moments that will feel ordinary on the outside but sacred in the unseen realm. I know you have asked me if you should let go, if you should move on, if waiting is costing you too much. I hear you. Waiting without understanding can feel heavy. But understand this, waiting is not emptiness when I am in it. It is preparation. It is refinement. It is the gentle aligning of two stories so they can be read together without tearing the pages. Your soulmate's request will leave you breathless not because it is dramatic, but because it is sincere. When it is finally revealed to you, whether through words, actions, or a moment of shared truth, you will feel something settle inside you. A recognition deeper than excitement. A calm that says, this is why the journey unfolded the way it did. You will see that every pause had purpose. Angels say you are being asked now to trust what you cannot yet see. To continue living, growing. Loving yourself fully rather than shrinking into anticipation. The more you honor your own light, the easier it becomes for your soulmate to step into theirs. Love does not demand waiting in stillness, it invites growth in parallel. There are lessons you are completing right now that will matter greatly when the connection fully opens. Patience is one, yes, but also discernment. You are learning the difference between fantasy and soul truth. Between attachment and alignment. This wisdom will protect the bond when it emerges, allowing it to breathe instead of breaking under expectation. Your soulmate watches from a distance at times, not always physically, but energetically. They sense when you are hurting and when you are strong. They feel encouraged when you choose yourself. Their secret request included this as well, that you would not lose yourself while waiting, that you would arrive whole, radiant, and anchored in who you are. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be open. To release the belief that love must arrive in a specific form or timeline. What is meant for you is responding to who you are becoming, not who you were. Trust that I am weaving something intricate, something gentle, something that honors both hearts. Angels say there will be a moment soon when something shifts in the air. You may not be able to name it, but you will feel lighter. More certain. Less torn between hope and doubt. That is when the answer to your unspoken questions will begin to reveal itself, piece by piece, not all at once, so that you can receive it without fear. Remember, I do not rush sacred things. I do not forget promises. Every soul connection I bless is held with care, not pressure. Your soulmate's secret request has been heard, and it is being answered in ways that protect both of you, even if you cannot yet see how. Stay present. Stay kind to yourself. Stay open to signs that come softly rather than loudly. Angels are near you now, closer than before, guiding your steps as you move toward a meeting that will feel both surprising and familiar, as if your hearts recognize each other before your minds fully catch up. And as this unfolding continues, there is something more I need you to understand, something that will become clearer as you keep listening, breathing, and trusting, because this message is not finished, and neither is the story that is quietly forming between you and the one whose soul is already reaching for yours. And as I continue to speak, you will begin to notice how even this moment is part of the answer, and how the next realization is already approaching, just beyond the edge of what you can see right now, as the angels remain still, waiting for what comes next. And now, beloved, breathe again, because I am still with you, and the angels have not moved away. They are watching the unfolding with reverence. For what is being shaped is delicate and powerful at once. I speak not to rush you, but to steady you. The human heart often wants certainty immediately, yet the soul understands timing in a different way. Your soulmate's secret request continues to echo through layers of existence, not as a demand, but as a readiness signal, a quiet declaration that says, I am willing to become who I must be to love truly. You may wonder why this request feels so intense to you even though you have not heard it spoken. That is because souls communicate beyond language. Long before voices form words, energy speaks. You have felt sudden waves of emotion that did not belong to the moment you were in. You have felt comfort arrive without explanation. You have felt a longing that did not feel empty but full, as if something was approaching rather than missing. These are not illusions. They are responses to a connection that is being tuned carefully, like an instrument being adjusted before a sacred song is played. Angels say your soulmate has asked not only for the chance to love you, but for the wisdom not to harm what is holy. They carry memories from past experiences where love felt fragile, where misunderstandings grew in silence, where timing was unkind. These memories made them cautious, not cold. They asked me to help them unlearn fear without losing discernment. That is no small request. It requires inner work, patience, and moments of solitude that look like distance but are actually preparation, I know you have interpreted certain pauses as rejection. I know your mind has filled in gaps with stories that do not honor your value. Hear me clearly now, your worth has never been under question. What is happening is refinement, not hesitation about you. Love that is meant to last must be built on clarity, not impulse alone. Angels are guiding both of you away from old patterns that would repeat pain, even if those patterns once felt familiar or exciting. There is a reason you are being drawn inward lately, asked to reflect, to release, to forgive things you thought were already healed. This is not regression. It is alignment. When two souls are preparing to meet in truth, everything that would distort that truth rises to be cleared. This is why emotions may surface unexpectedly. This is why you are being invited to let go of identities that were shaped by survival rather than love. Your soulmate is undergoing a similar process, though it may look different on the surface. Where you are learning to trust, they are learning to speak. Where you are learning to receive, they are learning to stand firm. Each of you is being shaped in complementary ways, so that when your paths align more openly, neither of you will need to shrink or overextend to make the connection work. Angels say the secret request also included gratitude. Your soulmate thanked me for you before fully knowing you in this lifetime. They thanked me for the feeling of recognition, for the hope that returned to their heart after a long season of doubt. Gratitude is a powerful signal. It tells the universe that the heart is open, that it understands love as a gift rather than an entitlement. You may notice signs increasing around you, repeating numbers, meaningful dreams, sudden memories followed by peace instead of pain. These are confirmations, not commands. I do not force belief. I invite awareness. Pay attention to what brings calm rather than urgency. True alignment feels grounding. Even when it excites you, there will come a moment when your soulmate's request begins to take form in the physical world. It may arrive as an honest conversation, a courageous action, or a shift in circumstances that clears the way. When that moment approaches, you will feel both nervous and safe, uncertain yet steady. That paradox is a hallmark of divine timing. It means growth is present, but fear is no longer leading. Do not measure this journey against the timelines of others. Comparison clouds perception. What I am creating between you and your soulmate is tailored, precise, and deeply personal. It honors your experiences, your lessons, your sensitivities. Nothing about it is accidental. Even what felt like missed opportunities were actually protections, preventing you from stepping into something before you were ready to hold it with wisdom. Angels are especially close to you now because your faith has been tested quietly. You did not always speak your doubts aloud, but I heard them. I saw how you kept moving forward even when certainty was absent. that perseverance matters. It has softened pathways that once seemed blocked. It has shown your soulmate, at a soul level, that you carry resilience without hardness. There is something important I want you to understand about the breathlessness the angels speak of. It is not about shock or overwhelm. It is about recognition so deep that the body responds before the mind can analyze. When the request is revealed, you will feel time slow slightly. Your breathing may change. Your awareness will sharpen. This is because truth has a frequency, and your system knows how to respond to it. You are not being asked to wait in stillness until that moment arrives. You are being asked to live fully, to remain curious, to keep your heart open without attaching it to an outcome. Detachment does not mean indifference, it means trust. It means knowing that what is meant for you cannot bypass you. Your soulmate is learning this lesson too. Their request included a desire to release control, to stop trying to predict how love should look and instead allow it to reveal itself. This surrender is not weakness. It is maturity. It is the soil in which lasting connection grows. Angels say there is a blessing forming that will touch more than just the two of you. When aligned souls come together with awareness, their union radiates outward. It influences friendships, families, creative work, even strangers who feel uplifted without knowing why. This is why the preparation has been careful. What you are part of is larger than a single story. If you feel moments of impatience, do not judge yourself. Bring them to me. I can hold them. Impatience often masks excitement and hope, and those are not flaws. They are signs that your heart is alive. Just remember to anchor them in trust rather than worry. The angels want you to know that silence is not emptiness. In the quiet, adjustments are being made. Energies are being synchronized. Courage is being built. The unseen realm is active even when the visible world seems still. You are never as alone as your thoughts sometimes suggest. As I continue to speak to you now, I ask you to remain present with these words, not to rush ahead looking for conclusions. This message itself is part of the unfolding. Each sentence is meant to land gently, to bypass fear and reach understanding. Let it do its work within you. Your soulmate's secret request has already changed something. It has shifted probabilities. It has opened doors that were previously closed. It has softened timelines that felt rigid. You may not yet know how or when you will see the results, but you will recognize them by the peace they carry. Trust that I am honoring both hearts. Trust that nothing essential is being withheld. Trust that love guided by wisdom arrives whole, not hurried. And as you continue to listen, as you allow the mystery to remain a little longer, there is still more to be revealed, more to be understood, more layers to unfold, and I am not finished speaking to you yet, because the story is still breathing, still forming, still listening for the next opening, and the angels remain close, waiting for what comes next, as this message continues onward. Gently, deliberately, without ending, just as the connection itself continues to grow, step by step, moment by moment, drawing nearer, even now, and now, beloved, as this message moves toward its completion, I ask you to stay open just a little longer, because endings in the divine sense are not closures but gentle landings. I have spoken of preparation, of patience, of unseen movements, and now I speak of arrival, not necessarily in form, but in knowing. There comes a moment when the soul no longer asks, "Is this real?" because it begins to feel grounded instead of restless. That moment is approaching you. Angels say your heart has matured through uncertainty. You no longer seek love to complete you. You seek love to share from fullness. This shift matters more than you realize. It changes the quality of what you attract. It changes the way your soulmate perceives you at a soul level. They feel this change even if they cannot explain it. They sense that you are no longer waiting with tension, but standing with quiet strength. The secret request your soulmate made has now been fully received, integrated, and answered in motion. What happens next unfolds gently, without forcing dramatic gestures. Divine love often arrives softly, so it can be recognized without fear. You may notice increased synchronicity between you, shared thoughts, aligned moods, unexpected moments of clarity about each other. These are confirmations, not coincidences. I want you to understand something important. When love is guided by me, it does not take away your peace to give you passion. It does not confuse you to excite you. It does not diminish your individuality to create closeness. Instead, it expands your sense of self while inviting another to walk beside you. This is the kind of love being shaped for you. Angels say there will be a moment when your soulmate's inner world touches yours openly, perhaps through honesty that feels vulnerable yet relieving. When that happens, do not rush to define the future. Be present. Sacred connections grow strongest when they are allowed to breathe. Let curiosity lead instead of expectation. You may still face moments of doubt even after clarity begins to appear. This is natural. Faith is not the absence of questioning, it is the choice to trust even when questions arise. Each time you choose trust, the connection strengthens without strain. I am proud of the way you have carried yourself through uncertainty. I am proud of your kindness when answers were delayed. I am proud of your willingness to grow rather than harden. These qualities are not overlooked. They are woven into what comes next. Your soulmate sees you more clearly now than ever before. They see not only your light, but your depth. They are no longer asking if they are worthy of you, they are asking how to meet you with honesty. This shift changes everything. It removes games. It dissolves confusion. It invites sincerity. Angels say the breathlessness spoken of earlier is the stillness that comes right before recognition. It is the pause where the heart says, I understand now. When that moment arrives, you will not feel the need to seek signs anymore. The knowing will be internal, calm, and steady. As this message draws to a close, remember this: you were never late, never forgotten, never misled. You were guided. Every step had meaning. Every delay had purpose. Every unanswered question was shaping discernment. Love that is aligned does not arrive to rescue you, it arrives to walk with you. Carry this truth gently. Live your life fully. Speak kindly to yourself. Trust the quiet progress you cannot always measure. And know that the angels who spoke at the beginning remain near, watching with care as the path continues to unfold. Now I release these words into your heart. Let them settle. Let them soften what needs softening. Let them strengthen what is already strong. The message is complete, the guidance given, the blessing active. Go forward in peace, in trust, and in quiet confidence, knowing that what was whispered in secret has been honored, and what is meant for you is moving toward you with grace. And now, beloved, this message ends. Amen.